Okay, well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I will explain you about the total physical response or TPR. But before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Achmad Fhirzam and you can call me Fhirzam, and I come from B class, and my NPM is 061. Then let's continue to the explanation. Okay, here we go. The total physical response or TPR method is a language teaching method that emphasizes the interaction between language and physical movement. So the TPR method is relatable with the communication, of course, the language, how the way to speaking or communicate each other, and physical movement. In the TPR method, the teacher gives instruction in the target language and the student demonstrate their understanding through physical movement or action. So the teacher order to the student to do what the teacher said, like that, and the student has to understand what the teacher order mean, what the teacher order mean. So after that, the student has to do like the action or the movement based on the teacher order, like that. So before they do, they have to understand the instruction, like that, instruction of the teacher. And then the TPR method is based on the theory that children learn language in the same way that they learn other motor skill. So it's look like the way the student learn the motor skill is relatable with the movement, how the way the student do a movement, like that. They first observe other performing an action and they try to do it themselves, like that. Alright, and then next is the TPR method has several advantages, including first, increase student motivation. Students will be more motivated to learn a language if they feel involved and active in the learning process. The TPR method can help create a fun and interactive classroom atmosphere. Of course, because the total physical response, I think when we do the method, the student will be crowded in the class. All of the students will be active in that class. So it makes the class is more attractive, more active, and more interesting, because they do it this method with the fun, and the student will be happy of it, like that. Then second one is improve language comprehension. The student can better understand the meaning of the target language if they can relate it to physical movement. Yeah, because we study it with a fun way the student will be easy to understand the meaning of the language, the target of language, and when they understand of the skill, if they understand about the language, that the instruction, beside the student happy of it, it also makes the student understand also the language, and then the third one is improve communication skill. The student can be more skillful in communicating in the target language if they can use the language to perform action. Yeah, of course, because the student can do at first maybe they get a problem, but if they can do so, the student will be used to do and expert of it. But the TPR method also has some drawback. Namely, one requires careful preparation for the teacher. So the teacher has to do a preparation very well of it. And then the second one requires a long time to teach complex concept. So if we learn, or if we teach as a teacher teach them a complex concept, it's span a long time like that. And then the third one, less effective for teaching abstract vocabulary or phrases. And if we studying abstract vocabulary is hard to do this. The TPR method can be applied at the various age levels, from the children to adults. It can also be applied in a variety of subjects, not just English. So there are a lot of methods that we can use this TPR method, and it can be start from children until adult. And then here are some example of application of the TPR method. And how the way to do that? Okay. Yeah. For example, the teacher give the instruction stand up, and the student stand up. And when the teacher give the instruction sit down, the student will be sit down like that. The teacher give the instruction touch your hat, and the student touch their hat. And the teacher give the instruction point to the door, and the student point off the door. So the point is, the student has to do what the teacher ordered by saying the word like that. So like the teacher give the instruction to stand up, the student have to do like that. The TPR method is an effective method to help students learn language in the fun and the interactive way. Yeah, of course, because the TPR method is very fun and so interactive also. It makes the student will be easier to understand the language. I think that's all from me, and thank you. The last I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.